Hey guys, I am back and today I am going to be doing the second update to my Pan Those Eyeshadows series for 2024. I am very excited for today's update in case you can't tell. And if you have missed my previous updates, I will link all of my previous and all of my upcoming updates in a playlist down below, along with playlists for my other project pans that I have going on in 2024. I love being able to just binge a project pan in order from the start, so that's how I organize every project on my channel. And without further ado, let's hop straight into this video. So in case you weren't aware, my rules are I have 4 shadows in at a time, I randomly generate them, and then I have to have 15 uses and 3 months in the project in order to roll something out, unless it's really screwing with my pan that palette, in which case I can roll it out after 1 month. But it has to be like same shade, like deep matte brown, that kind of thing. I'm trying to do a good job with this project. The first shadow that I want to talk about is this MAC Solar Glow ×9 Quad, and it's the shade Lunar Cycle. I'll show what the shade was looking like last month, and this is what it is looking like this month. I have used it I used it 3 times in the first month, and I've used it 7 additional times for 10 total uses on this shadow. You can definitely tell that there is some use on it, like the top looks like it's been scraped at, but there's no real dip yet. So I have no clue what's going on with this shade. I will swatch it for you. It's kind of a sheer silver. I describe it as sheer because like you can definitely build it up, and I have done so, but on a swatch it's kind of it's like a shimmer rather than like a full liquid foil metallic. Like Cyborg is just more metallic. And this one's almost a little bit blue rather than straight silver. I have loved playing with it this past month. I have been doing my makeup every single day in the month of February. I'll link my Instagram down below. That's where I've been keeping track of this little challenge. And this was really easy to reach for, surprisingly easy to reach for when I just wanted a little bit all over the lid. Sometimes I put it on my lower lash line. I did a sparkly liner look with it, all beautiful. I just don't know if I'll be able to hit pan on this within the next month, and as long as I use it 5 more times, I could roll it out. I think it just depends on how I'm feeling a month from now. Am I a little burnt out on it, or am I still like excited to keep going? The next shade is my Anastasia Sultry palette, and it's the shade Twig. I'm going to show what it was looking like last month. And then here is what it is looking like this month. I used it 16 additional times since my last update for a total of 23 uses. I've used this so many times. I genuinely thought about rolling it out, but I haven't hit the 3-month mark yet, so I decided I'll follow my own rules, try it for 1 more month, but there's definitely a dip there, and I think I can hit pan in the upcoming month. So hopefully we will see pan on this one. But yeah, if I get another 16 uses, I'm definitely hitting pan on this shade. The next shade is a single that I popped out of a holiday collection from Too Faced in a and I just call it champagne because I forget the name of the shade. I honestly forget the Too Faced collection. I'm going to show what it was looking like last month. I've used it 14 additional times for a total of 19 uses, and here is what it's looking like this month. I have hit pan on this, so it's kind of hard to tell because the whole thing is so shiny. I think you can tell in the video, but yeah, there's a little bit of pan right there, and I am going to be rolling this out. Having a champagne was actually really easy to use in this project, but almost every single palette I own has a champagne, so I'm not super sad and like good. I'm not going to miss this at all. I'm thinking of getting rid of all 3 of these Too Faced shades that I have in this palette and just sticking with the MAC eyeshadows that are in here because I never reach for them. And if it had not rolled in a pan, those eyeshadows, I would not have reached for the champagne shade at all. And then my last shade is from my Laura Mercier Eye Art Artist palette, and it's the shade African Violet. And this is what it was looking like last month. I used it 5 additional times for a total of 8 uses, and here it is what it's looking like this month. We have another pan. I am so excited. I was not expecting to hit pan on this shade this month. When I hit pan, I was so surprised that like I missed it. Usually I can tell when I'm gonna hit pan and I'll try and film it to get those videos because I find them so satisfying. And I missed it. So yeah, I didn't grab a video because I was shocked. Only 8 uses was kind of surprising. It took me 14 uses to hit pan on Guava, which is the shade right next to it. Obviously there was more progress on African Violet when I rolled it in, but yeah, I was really pleasantly surprised, and now we can roll in 2 new shades to this project. So now that I have gone through all of my shades, I have 2 shades that are continuing, and we get to roll in 2 new shades. I updated my powder eyeshadows spreadsheet, not tracker, today, and I have a total of 271 eyeshadows that I can pull from. If I pull from my Pan That palette, I am going to skip it because if you're familiar with my Pan That palette, I'm experimenting with it right now. I'm thinking it might be causing some eye irritation, so I'm just gonna skip it for now, and then I'll just pull the next shades. Oh wait, sorry, I have a total of 271 eyeshadows, but 235 don't have pan, and I am going to pull 2 shades. I got 86 and 89. I feel like these are going to be from the same palette. I was wrong. Okay, 86 is Cypress Umber from Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam. And 89 is Plum Smoke from Laura Mercier. I'm going to go get those palettes and I will be right back. Pan Those Eyeshadows loves this palette. So I have rolled in the shade Plum Smoke, yeah, which is this next one. I'm just going in a little line. This one I do not think will be hard at all to hit pan on. First of all, it has a huge dip in it. Second of all, it's a matte, so easy to use mattes. And third of all, it is, I would say, a pretty powdery formula, kind of similar to the Anastasia Beverly Hills formula, and it's kind of sheer, so it'll be easy to just throw in the crease on an everyday basis, or maybe not everyday basis, but on a frequent basis. So here is where we're at. I'll get an intro video, but as you can see, there is a little bit of a dip there already. And Plum Smoke will be my new pan eyeshadow to replace African Violet. And then the next one was Cypress Umber for my Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette, and that is this deep matte brown, and I am going to roll this in. This is where things might get a little tricky, but this might be a 15 use one, but we'll see. I just tend to have a harder time with these darker shades, but I used a matte brown as a liner today. I could continue doing that realistically, so maybe that's how we'll get hit pan on this shade. So here is my new color story. We've got 1 shimmer and 3 mattes. I am going to add my little sticky notes to the back of my new shades. Get some progress videos so that I do not forget again, and most importantly, get started creating looks. So that is everything that I have for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you are having an incredible, awesome day wherever you are, and that I get to see you in a future video. Thanks, guys.